Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, October 6, 2024. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and let's get started. Friday was a really strange day where we saw a pretty massive gap up. This is the hour candle here, where we went all the way up to the 57.47 and then came all the way back down the test of 5,700. And once the bulls tested that, that's where they came in and we started seeing some buying and closing pretty close to the highs. So we're only we're about 20 points from all-time highs. So if they're going to do that, it's most likely going to be at the open where they would just gap it up. This is the one, the thing that got me on this is you could see momentum was starting to turn up. And I was really waiting for another low to come down here, but right now it had the pop. I've showed you the put call ratio, so let me pull that up as well. Hang on. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, where the fractal pattern, it could line up where we get another move to the downside. So down here means that nobody has any protection. And the only reason why I have that is because of the way that this is, hang on one second. Okay, so the only reason why I have that is because this is the way that fractal was. But fractal patterns only, they mimic, so it doesn't mean we have to come back down. But when we're looking at the S&P, you can see why it could come down, especially if we start making out to new highs. That will probably come down, and then that should be the last leg down. If this fractal pattern is going to follow, then we'd see a much deeper correction than what we've seen so far. So I'm remaining open-minded on whether we need a new high or not. The 15-minute chart here is giving us some sell signals. You can see we made it right up to one of the gamma lines, and this is where sellers have been. So if the bulls can get above it, they're gonna make the run for the new all-time highs. The bears are really gonna have to get it through. I would say the 5,700. That's the 5,700, 5,680. That support right there. If they get through it, that's when we're anticipating the larger move to the downside to really pick up and start accelerating. But right now, we just have to leave the door open that they're going to come up and make some new all-time highs. And really, that's about it. There's not much to go over on this. If they are going to scream higher, we'd have to look at the 5,800 level as the next resistance. But again, once that really last wave completes, that's when we should see a much deeper retracement, and that's where we look at the here we go. So the daily chart. So right now you can see if it's going to come up here, then we could even make it up to the 5,850, maybe 5,900. But these sell signals right here are going to, they're going to have to, the piper's going to have to be paid. So let's just say a bare minimum that I would be anticipating the next drop would really be right around that 5,000 level, testing this support right here. But like I said, it may take a little time for this to play out. I just think the uncertainty of what's going on geopolitically, as well as the elections coming up, I think that is going to put a lid on this, and we're going to see some people taking money off the table just because the uncertainty risk is way too high for them. So I think as we close in near the elections, that's when we're going to see some selling. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in